Have you ever felt like your choices aren't really yours? Like, what if I told you right now that when you're standing in a line at a cafe and you're thinking, do I really want a latte? Or was I always going to pick it? Like, was this my choice? Or was my brain already wired to crave a latte today? Welcome to the free will debate. Yeah, let's talk about it. Hey, Emily here, and today we'll talk about free will. Yeah, do we actually have free will? I don't know. It's just based on movies and my own perspective. So, buckle up and let's get ready for the ride. First, science isn't exactly on team free will, so don't expect some crazy scientific stuff. Studies show that our brain makes decisions for us before we're even aware of them. You've definitely heard of the Libet experiment, where scientists found that neurons fire milliseconds before we consciously decide to do something. Whatever, everything, move your hand, anything. So are we really choosing? Or is our brain just tricking us into believing that we are? Even if we do have free will, how much of it is actually ours, if that makes sense? We're constantly influenced by society, our upbringing, our environment, media, culture, even algorithms. Hello, YouTube. Ever feel like you're choosing to buy something, but really you were influenced by an ad, or you saw someone wearing it on Instagram or on Pinterest? Free will might not be just a question of whether we can choose, but rather who's pulling the strings behind our choices. Philosophers have been debating free will for so long, for forever. On one hand, we have free will, the ideas that we make our own decisions. On the other hand, there's determinism, the idea that every action and every choice is already set in motion by past events. But movies, they make this debate even more interesting. They don't just reflect it, they kind of shape the way we think about it. First, let's look at the Truman Show and the illusion of choice. Truman thinks he's making his own decisions, but we know better, right? His entire life is organized by a director and controlled by a director, and every choice is slightly nudged, perhaps kind of like us. I don't know. But if our entire life was fake, how would we know it? How would we know? Next, I feel like we need to mention Nolan's Inception. Do we control our thoughts? In Inception, Cobb doesn't just steal thoughts, he plans them, which kind of raises a question if our thoughts are really our own, or are they planted by our environment, our upbringing, our society, or even our peers? How much of what we do is actually our decision? Let's take Black Mirror Bandersnatch, right? Which we could say is the ultimate proof that we have no free will. In Bandersnatch, you, the viewer, control the character's choices. But here's the thing, your choices are already predetermined. There's no real freedom, just the illusion of it. But hold up, okay? Hold up. What if we do have free will? Okay, so maybe we don't have as much control as we think we do, but does that mean we should stop caring? No, not at all. If anything, the understanding gives us more power in our own choices. And movies also show us characters who fight against their predestined fate. Maybe free will is about choosing to believe that we have it, even if it's an illusion, because the illusion is basically all we've got. So it must be enough. And this was a very quick video from me, but that's it. There's not much more that I can say. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive, and if so, give me a like or a subscribe for more. That's very cheesy. And until next time, keep questioning reality. Or don't. Maybe that's not your choice either. See ya!